Welcome back to Amy's Book Nook, the channel where I get to recommend fantastic books to people who want to read them. Today I wanted to recommend Sarah Moss's Ghost Wall. It was longlisted for the Women's Prize last year and is a phenomenal book. Let me tell you just a little bit about Sarah Moss. She's still alive, contemporary writer, a novelist, travel writer, academic. She runs the writing program at the University of Warwick. She's written 6 novels, the only one of which I've read is Ghost Wall, but I promise it will not be my last. I'm just about ready to order like her entire backlist. I did actually also read one of her travel memoirs, Names for the Sea, which is about her time in Iceland. One of the things I like to do when I travel is read a book either written in that place or about being in that place. So when my partner and I went to spend a long weekend in Iceland, I grabbed this book and read it, on the plane on the way there and while we were there, and it was fantastic. Really enjoyable elements of the culture that I felt she really sort of just cracked open a bit. That was really lovely. So if you're planning to travel to Iceland, definitely read Names for the Sea. She does have a new novel coming out later this year. I think it's due out in August of 2020, called Summer Water. Can't wait. Definitely going to be pre-ordering that one. So exciting times. Exciting stuff by Sarah Moss. So The Ghost Wall, it's set in English countryside, quite rural. It's this family who essentially joins this academic research group on an archaeological project. So it's run by a professor of archaeology, but the family is just, the father in particular is just curious about the sort of ancient, the ancient Britons, and his daughter Sylvie, who's 17, we get sort of her experience around the culture of the site, but also the family dynamic, which is somewhat troubling. And I think what really strikes me about this book is the characterization of the father, because he's just after this true Britain, these ancient roots, and he doesn't want to hear anything about how the Norse influence and other influences, and he doesn't want a complex notion of British identity. And for me, it really strikes a chord with a lot of the discourse around Britain staying in the EU. And I think Sarah Moss captures the pulse of this political tension in a fresh and unexpected way. So that is what I would say about Ghost Wall. If you were popping into a bookshop and we were like, hey, what are you reading? What's one of your favorite books? I'd be like, oh my gosh, if you haven't read Sarah Moss, you've got to check out this book. So that is what I'm saying to you now. You've got to check out this book. So I hope you do, and I will see you again soon. Take care.